What's up, y'all? My name is Prince, and I'm an urban acolyte. This is the Geek Culture Rundown. Yo, man, I call myself being interested in this Aquaman movie, but I have no idea what's going on with the DCEU. I didn't even know that the final trailer came out, and to be honest, I don't think I've watched any of the trailers, so I have no idea what's going on, but I am very interested in this movie. I love Aqua Bro. And as far as I'm concerned, Jason Momoa is going to do for the Aquaman character what Chris Evans did for Captain America. I never had any interest in Captain America, but now I love him because Chris Evans made me love the character. Jason Momoa, for me, is doing the same thing. So anyway, this Aquaman movie, the summary is that Aquaman finds himself caught between a surface world that ravages the sea and the underwater Atlanteans who are ready to revolt. Right, so let's check out the trailer and let's see what we got in store, or what they've got in store for us over at the DCEU.
Legend has it that one day a new king will come, who will use the power of the trident to put Atlantis back together again.
This is the exact spot that Volko gave me my first swimming lesson.
I already know how to swim.
Not even close. You have to forget all the teaching of the surface world. Go deeper to uncover your Atlantean instincts. He spent his entire life training. Training to be the best.
My parents made me what I am. I am the protector of the deep.
In this trident resides the power of Atlantis. In the wrong hands, it would bring destruction. But in the hands of the true heir, it would unite above and below.
The time has come for Atlantis to rise again.
You must stop.
Is that Dolph Lundgren?
How was you do that?
By retrieving this.
I already got one of those.
Not like this one, you don't.
The war is coming to the surface whether you like it or not.
Well, it looks good.
Your mother always knew you were special. You believe
That looks cool.
unite our two worlds.
Atlantis has always had a king. Now I need something more.
But what could be greater than a king?
A uniter.
A hero.
Yo, man, that looks pretty dope, right? So, I'm seeing elements of the hero's journey all throughout this trailer, right? I mean, you've got kind of the chosen one, you know, his mother was the queen of Atlantis. He's a surface dweller, but he's a true Atlantean. He's the heir to the throne of Atlantis. He's the one the prince who was promised, in a sense, right? Atlantis needs a king. They need to unite the seven, right? They need someone to unite the kingdom, unite all of the Atlanteans. And so we're seeing that, oh, well, here's a wise old person. At the time, Arthur's little, and this guy is older. He's an adult. But then it's, oh, well, I've already got a trident. You don't have one like this. So there's that wise old person who continues to be the mentor. I'm kind of expecting this person to die because that's what happens to the wise old person, right? And for Arthur becoming the boon giver, the bestower of boons, yo, man, this is a true hero's journey, because usually the hero is like King Arthur, right? depending on what version of the story, right? Arthur Pendragon, the son of the king, who has to live as a pauper and is separated from the throne, but has the true, the king's blood, right? The divine right, the true divine right of the king, right? And it is his destiny to find Excalibur, to unite Camelot, and to usher in not only a time of peace, but also a time of war, because they're going to conquest and conquer everyone else and then bring peace, right? That is exactly what I'm seeing in here. I guarantee you, not to diss any of the bigger geek culture channels, but they ain't talking about Aquaman like this. I'm telling you, because I don't know anything about the DCEU. I don't know who any of these people are that I just saw, but this looks dope. And it looks like it's basically like, I mean, like, you know, you think about the DC characters, they're not like Marvel superheroes. The DC characters are basically gods, right? You look at the pantheon of Greek gods, right? Superman, in a sense, is kind of Zeus, even though he doesn't, you know, Shazam kind of fits that. Shazam is a better Zeus than Kal-El, right? But just bear with, or you think of Kal-El as the house of El, and the Hebrew, the Hebrew Canaanite deities, and you know, Joel Seeger and Schuster, the guys who I think created Superman. I'm sure I'm wrong on that, because I don't know comic books like that. But hey, man, they started out with a Samson, and then they made him even greater, right? House of El. If you don't know your Hebrew, just Google that, Google El, right? And you'll see that, you know, Superman being from the House of El, kind of a sun god from a planet that's full of mountains and ice, and the whole connection with the god of the mountains, right? The El, right? And the House of El, and the pantheon of El, of Canaanite deities, right? You got that connection with Superman, right? But Aquaman, Arthur is straight up Neptune, or Poseidon. If you go Roman Neptune, Greek Poseidon, right? And here he is accepting his mantle as Poseidon, right? Becoming the god, right? Conquering the Titans and assuming his place as the ruler, the god of the seas, right? The one who unites the seven. We're going to see this in this movie. It's going to be a great story. And like I said, hey man, this is going to be the Captain America of the DC. Hey man, it might, from what I'm hearing, this is supposed to be the best DC movie to date. Wonder Woman was awesome, but Wonder Woman didn't really feel like a DC movie. It was like Wonder Woman, and it was like I could totally see Wonder Woman fitting in the MCU, that movie, because it's basically like, okay, well, Captain America was in World War I or World War II, but Wonder Woman, Diana Prince, was in World War I, and then she kind of disappeared off the map, and so that's why you needed a super soldier, because you didn't have a literal goddess, you know, fighting on the side of the Allied powers, you know, this time around, right? So, you know, like Wonder Woman, it didn't really feel like a DC movie. It was a Wonder Woman movie, right? It just strictly Wonder Woman, right? Even though we had other, you know, kind of hints and nods and Easter eggs, it was Wonder Woman. But this is a DC movie, and I'm telling you, the DCU, they could mount their comeback right here, right? We don't know what's going on with Batman, with Superman. I don't know what's the deal with the Shazam movie, the Flash movie. Seems like it's been scrapped, at least the idea to do Flashpoint, from what I've heard at least. I'm not following closely. The Cyborg movie is not going to happen at all from what I'm hearing. But right here, this is where they could start to reboot things. Of course, the Wonder Woman 84 has been pushed back. I don't know if they're changing some things or what, or if it's just conflicting with other big release movies that are coming out around that time. I don't know. But here, hey man, this is where the DCEU can really get their bearings and decide and how they're going to progress forward with these other projects that they've been hinting and teasing about, you know, Suicide Squad 2, all this other stuff. But hey man, we want to see a big blockbuster movie with a hero. And I think Jason Momoa and Diana Prince, hey man, they might just lead the charge. We don't know what's going on with Batman or Superman. So, yo, I'm excited to see this. A great superhero movie coming out around the holidays. So let's get it. What do you guys think about this? What did you guys think about what I had to say about the hero's journey that we're going to see Arthur go on? Are you excited for that? Or you just want to see like how many characters from the Aquaman comic books they can smash into this movie? I'm not really interested in that because I've never been interested in Aquaman, so I don't know who any of these people are. I'm more interested in the themes and the story and how they develop the character. But that's me. I'm a theology geek, and I like that kind of stuff. That's what I look for in these movies. The lessons that I can take and apply to my real life. And hey, man, that's the whole reason I talk this stuff, right? That's what I do, man. That's what I do, man. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and I'll be checking back to see what you all have to say. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead, click that subscribe button, and take your first steps towards becoming an urban acolyte. Embark on the journey of becoming the hero of your own story and become a force for change in your community. Yeah, I know this is the Geek Culture Rundown, but hey man, that theme runs throughout regardless of what I do and what channel I'm on, podcast, YouTube, Vimeo, LinkedIn. It doesn't matter if I'm talking fitness, kettlebells, whatever. Hey man, the message is still the same. Use this stuff to enhance your life and grow from it so that you can become a force for change in your community and help somebody else. That's how you become a real hero, by becoming making yourself strong enough to help those who help others become strong as well, and maybe in the body, in the mind, whatever, right? But anyway, that's all I got for this one. Thanks for watching. Y'all keep on breathing. May the force of others be with you always.